Hey folks, this is Mark with Orient YFH03001D, and this is an Orient Star motorcycle model in blue. The model number is YFH03001D. And like I explained to you, this watch is a motorcycle watch, and if you take a nice look from the side, you'll see that it's an extremely layered dial. There's so many little details that's working for this watch. I think it's important to really get to see that, and I know pictures just really don't get there. But hopefully through this video you'll really understand what the value of this watch really is, or at least the aesthetic part. So like I explained to you before, this is a motorcycle watch, so let me go ahead and show you what the clasp looks like. If you look at the clasp itself, you'll see the Orient logo right here. You'll see two buttons on either side. If I press it, it just unlocks the clasp. The clasp's folded, so just go ahead and refold it and press it down till it closes. Like all other Orient Star models that we have in this in the urban category where you found this watch, they're all mechanical like this. Mechanical meaning that there's no batteries in here. You'll see this oscillating weight. This one, as you're wearing it, this just kind of turns. You can see how it moves just a little bit right there. This little semi-elliptical thing right here. That will wind, that motion winds a spring. The spring powers the watch. What you see here is a balance wheel. The balance wheel is one of the timing devices of the watch, and the reason why I'm explaining this to you is because we're going to be able to see that from the front, because this watch is a semi-skeleton, which means that in the dial, in the face of the watch, they're going to make cutouts so that you can see this. Now this exhibition case back is screwed down by design. Like this, you see the little notches in there. Let's take a look at the side of the case, okay? See how beautiful that is with the lines that they use over here, as well as the case design like this. From this angle over here, you can almost see something similarly too. Now with the crown, as I mentioned to you before, this is a motorcycle model, so they're really trying to add that racing motif onto this. And you'll notice a hexagon shape like a bolt or nut. So that's what that's there for. So let's get into the dial, because this is where all the, let me try to set it up so it's a little easier. So you really get to see it. Is that good right there? All right, here we are. So it's a motorcycle model. I don't know if you look at motorcycles often, but you'll see that they have covers on top of their mechanical, like in terms of their engines, it's covered by plastic pieces. We did this. We tried to do the same thing over here, adding it in the exhibition part right over here, and one above the stem and one right below the stem. Those white pieces are supposed to emulate those. Those dials right over here. You see how the second dial, which is right over here, not the second dial, but the second hand, which is in this little sub-dial at the bottom. Some of the writing is actually on the plate itself over here, and some of it's written on the crystal. You'll see the 50 right over here is written around the crystal. Even the hour indexes have been placed on the crystal itself, all around. There's a power reserve indicator up here. Remember I told you that when you move, it winds a spring, but you never know how much power you got in your spring. This power reserve indicator will let you know in units of hours how much more power you have left in your spring. In an automatic watch, you gotta wear the watch for you to be pumping gas. Think of it like a car. When a watch is standing still, it's like a car running. So it's using power. Because since you're the power source, if you're wearing it, you're just basically powering it while it's working. So just to keep that in mind. But if you need to know a little more about the mechanical technology, take a look at what is a mechanical watch on our website. It's on every single product page on the right side. So just for your information. So a semi-skeleton, if we created a date wheel or a day wheel, it's going to cover up all these little holes that you see over here. So that's why there's no other functionality used with this type of design. So let me show you how to use the crown. First, you have to unscrew it. The way you unscrew it is just simply unscrewing it, and then at a certain point, you're gonna feel a little release, a click release, and it gets a lot smoother to turn. Now you're able to adjust the time. Now that we've unscrewed it, we got to pull it out to its first position and only position to change the time, like this. just like everything else. One really nice design aspect is right over here, this exhibition over here. If I'm turning the crown, you can see the stem working in the gears in the gear train. I think that's really cool. Alright, well, my name is Mark with OrientWatchUSA.com, and this is the motorcycle Orient Star YFH03001D. Hope you see you wearing it soon.